I have never been happier to see the president of the Baker Mayfield fan club than today, because this guy is going to be insufferable to my right. Hi, Dan. I like the suit. How are we doing?
I'm always insufferable. I'm doing great. I like your cowboy hat. Do you have a pair of Lucchese's?
Excuse me?
Didn't think so.
No.
Yeah, boots.
No.
You don't have any?
No, but I can get a pair. I'm going to get a pair when I show up to Dallas.
Oh, you're going to definitely have a pair. I'm going to have a pair.
Did you have to bring it back to that?
I had to. I'm like a child.
I'm actually thinking about going to Dallas
So
to
is
his
he.
establishment to watch the playoff, the Dallas Cowboys in their one playoff game with him.
Are you going to wear a Baker Mayfield jersey when you do it?
No.
Here we go, baby. Come on.
Let's do this.
Tough week for the Baker Mayfield sucks crowd.
Let's do this, Dan.
Well, who's that? Wasn't me.
Dan, talk to me. Did Baker quiet the haters and then some?
Absolutely. Most important start in the history of Baker Mayfield's career was yesterday. After the past week and the noise and everybody saying that he stinks and, well, you know, Odell's leaving because of Baker Mayfield, all he does is go out and play almost flawless football and did everything right when it came to decision-making, the type of throws. And everyone's going to point to the 14-21 and be like, oh, it was okay. He had 4 throwaways. Okay, that's why watching the game matters more than anything. So you take away those 4 throwaways, it goes 14-17. One of them was a goal line fade. One of them was a comeback on a bootleg that he throws to only where Donovan Peoples-Jones can go catch it. And then one of them is a miss to Jarvis Landry. So you're talking one miss in the course of a football game. Baker Mayfield's a better player without Odell Beckham Jr. Kevin Stefanski's a better coach without Odell Beckham Jr. The Cleveland Browns offense is a better offense without Odell Beckham Jr. This is not an Odell can't play thing. This offense is built upon plays over players. It always has been under Gary Kubiak and Mike Shanahan and Matt LaFleur and Kyle Shanahan, and now it is again under Kevin Stefanski. Baker Mayfield had the most important game of his career today and had the best game of the season.
He also did everything right post-game. I want to add that. How he's been
And
conducting
pregame.
and dealing with the media, yes, has been
there's a couple
exceptional.
of things. First of all, Dan Orlovsky, I just want America to know, Dan Orlovsky is an exceptional football analyst.
For sure.
Very, very proud to call him a teammate and to have him as a part of this show.
Thank you. Bleed blue.
His problem, however, is that he's not wrong. He's just often incomplete. So allow me to complete it for you.
What is this, my college transcript?
Let me help you out. Let me help you out. Stay with me, playmaker. I dealt with you. Now I'm going to deal with him.
I can't wait. I got my marker.
First of all, nobody said that Baker Mayfield stinks. What we said was he's not the dude that's going to get you to the Super Bowl. You think about other components rather than on the Cleveland Browns rather than him. Not that he's a scrubber, he can't play, because nobody said that. So don't create a different narrative. Don't be like the trolls. That's not what we said. That's number one. Number two.
A lot of people.
Number two. Yesterday, the pick 6 by Joe Burrow didn't help.
Sure.
Okay, and Cincinnati wet in the bed after the second we started talking about them being relevant. Then they come out and lose to the Jets.
Yeah.
And now they get smacked around by the Browns. Let's not forget that reality as well.
Okay.
The reason why I say you're complete, however, is because here's where Baker Mayfield needs to be celebrated. It had nothing to do with his passes yesterday, because Nick Chubb did rush for 137 yards, including a 70-yard touchdown run. I mean, Nick Chubb was that dude. Okay, let's not forget that. Here's the biggest reason why Baker Mayfield needs to be celebrated. And y'all both can appreciate this because y'all both played. Did you see the way players rallied around Baker Mayfield?
Yeah.
Did you watch it yesterday? It was like, wait a minute now. This is our guy. See, we've been talking and speculating for weeks. You and Odell are not on the same page. What's the problem? Egos involved. 2 people trying to sit up there and act like they're supposed to be the man for the team, et cetera, et cetera. Wondering because Landry's on the team and Baker Mayfield was, in large part, very well liked by guys inside that locker room.
Okay.
Wondering whether or not Baker Mayfield had alienated some people. We learned yesterday that ain't the case. You got brothers on that squad that got a lot of love for Baker Mayfield, a lot of respect for Baker Mayfield, and they showed up yesterday in their interaction with him while he was on the field performing. They showed him a lot of love, a lot of respect, a lot of deference. And when you talk to me, it was arguably Baker Mayfield's brightest day. It wasn't because Cleveland won in a lopsided fashion, but it also wasn't because he went out there and threw for 500 yards. You see this kid, you see this cat Peoples balling. This is a guy that you don't see too much of when Odell Beckham Jr. is in the lineup. He had a damn good game yesterday. You're seeing that. We get all of that. But the biggest component to peel from what I witnessed yesterday was the team was like, man, we got love for Baker.
Yeah.
We good with Baker.
Right.
Whatever was going on with him and Odell, that's between them two. But as it pertains to this team, we got a lot of respect for Baker Mayfield. And that, to me, is what stood out.
Yeah, and it stood out to me watching how hard those guys played for Baker. But the question is, did he quiet the haters? And I'm not the hater. I'm not the hater. I'm with you. I've always been with Baker and on Baker's side, but I don't think this so-called quiet the haters because, as Stephen A. said, you got Chubb running and a great defense. People are, Dan, rather, and here again, I'm with you, they're going to point, well, he only completed 14 passes. You know, the biggest receiver, he only completed three passes to the receiver because we're talking about Odell Beckham a lot. Yeah. We're talking about Odell Beckham a lot. Nobody questioned, can Baker, like I've always said, guide this team because this team has parts around him. The question has been, can he lead this team? Can he take this team? Can he put this team on his right arm and win? And that question will still be out there. Even though, as I've said, I'm with you on Baker Mayfield being the right guy for the Cleveland Browns.
No, it's not up there for me. But I would say this, and I think you're right. Like, he's a starting quarterback in the NFL. That question is basically
he was the first pick in the draft
every week, right?
So they want to see him throw for 400 yards every week.
Because, the expectation with where you were taken, you can't just be good.
Right.
But I would say this. I don't know, at least in my time being in this world, I've had a louder week in regards to a quarterback than Baker Mayfield had this week. Yeah. A louder week. And to go out and play the way he did does quiet some of the conversation. The reality is this. Without Odell Beckham, this football team averages 400 yards of offense per week. The quarterback's got to get some credit for that.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.